Get ready with me while I do an fertility update. For those of you who don't know, my name is Libby. I'm a certified health and wellness coach. I do a whole variety of content, so don't forget to subscribe. First, primer and foundation. So, a long time ago, a year ago, that feels like a long time. My primary care wanted me to see a specialist because of my Turner syndrome and some hormone stuff that was going on, because I have been on estradiol, like oral estradiol, because with Turner syndrome my body does not produce estrogen. So they put me on oral estradiol a long time ago. I think I started taking it when I was 20. You're supposed to be on progesterone with it from her research because it helps. If you're just on estradiol without the progesterone, it gives you a big risk of uterine cancer, at least from what she understood. Again, she's not a specialist, and she definitely emphasized that. So she put in a referral to an endocrinologist, which is not a doctor with the bladder, even though that's what it sounds like to me. It is a hormone specialist doctor. After waiting 6 months to get an appointment, the doctor I was supposed to see is supposed to be out of the office. So they called me 2 months before my appointment and say they need to reschedule. And of course, unfortunately, with it being a specialist at a very big hospital, it take another 6 months to get back in. So after about a year of waiting, I finally saw an endocrinologist. And at that appointment, we discussed a lot of stuff, like everything that I kind of wanted to talk to a specialist about. And unfortunately, things did not go 100% as I had planned. A lot of what I wanted to talk to her about was outside of her actual scope. So like Turner syndrome itself, that is genetics apparently. And then for infertility and IVF itself, it's just important, especially as a woman, to understand your body, know exactly what's going on. And I was in denial of having Turner syndrome for so many years because of the infertility that comes with it, that I just didn't give a crap, didn't do research, didn't care. And now I'm like taking that initiative, having that patient activation and being like, hey, I want to know what's going on with my freaking body. She was able, because she is hormone doctor, able to do some hormone medication switching. So I was on oral estrogen and I was supposed to take oral progesterone 10 days a month. It's basically like, but you do like the 3 weeks and then a week of like progesterone. And from my understanding, but when I did the progesterone, it gave me nasty side effects. Literally in bed, could not get up. I was so nauseated, so dizzy, just so out of it. So they lowered my dose. My primary care doctor did, halved it, didn't make a difference. So that's why she did refer me to the specialist. And so the specialist was like, well, if you don't do good with oral progesterone, we'll put you on a patch that does everything, but it's not oral. So you would be on it for 3 weeks and off for 1 week. And I was like, well, hey, give it a try. Maybe having a patch instead of oral will make a difference. She put in an order for a patch and gave me the referral at first to the specialist OBGYN to talk about infertility. And then I started on the patch, and that had some issues. Not like side effects, like I was nauseous or anything. It was just more of some stuff happened that I was not expecting, not bad stuff, but I communicated with her and we got, things figured out. However, I did reach out to her via like message we can do with our doctor and be like, hey, the specialist I'm seeing for OBGYN, will they be able to give me all the Turner syndrome download? And that's when she was like, no, that would be genetics. So then that's when she put in the referral for genetics. So I already have an appointment with an OBGYN specialist that is a little bit away from me at this specialist hospital. And then I do have a referral in for genetics. So they'll call me and schedule that appointment hopefully soon, because normally the appointment after they call, it takes about 2 months before like the soonest appointment is like 2 months out. So hoping to get genetics ASAP. And then never had a mammogram in my life. And maybe I should be smart and get a mammogram. Maybe I should be proactive. So I have that also scheduled. So women, I definitely want to put this note out here. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, because sometimes women's health can be so put under the radar. Remember, your health is super important. Knowing what's going on with your body and taking care of yourself is so, so important. So please don't forget to do that. For those of you who are asking, are thinking, I mentioned IVF. My husband and I are not going to start IVF right now. It is just, we want to know with my specific case, like, one, the actual steps of IVF, so we can, understand the whole process in detail, not just general Google search and just general information you can find on the web. And then two, my specific case, having the doctor look at my specific numbers, body, everything, and figure out what would be the best game plan for me, so we have a general understanding when the time does come what to expect for us. So that is kind of where we're at right now. Basically a standstill. We changed my hormonal medication and stuff, and right now we're waiting to speak to two specialists and kind of get the download of that. There definitely will be an update video after those appointments. I think it's so important to just raise awareness for things like this that I feel like aren't talked about much, like infertility and little like Turner syndrome. I feel like it's something that's like not really talked about at all, really known about. So I think, just spreading that awareness. Probably a few months out. Like I said, the genetics still have to get that appointment nailed, but that is that. And this is my final look. Say thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.